Hey guys, so it has been quite some time since I've actually sat down, filmed a video in front of my camera, filmed a tutorial, or filmed anything in like probably 2 months. There's just been so many different things that's been happening in my life recently, and it's just been chaotic and manic, and it's like back to back to back. So when people say like life happens, like life really happens. But basically, this is my life update since I've been gone for about 2 months from YouTube, which that's like forever. I've really missed it. I've missed you guys, and those of you who have stayed subscribed to me or have subscribed to my channel, I thank you so much, and for sticking around as well, because man, I tell you, when life happens, it really does. So where do I begin? There's just a lot. So one of my last like main videos was a travel vlog video that I did when I went to the Dominican Republic, and that was like the second week to the third week of July, I believe. So I believe I had went to Dominican Republic from July the 10th to the 15th, I believe. So me and my best friend had went there just for like a girls getaway trip that we had planned a little while back, and we went. It was so much fun. I did the vlog, so if you guys want to see that, I'm going to link it up on the screen so you guys can go and check that out. When I came back from Dominican Republic, I was home for about, I would say, 2.5 weeks until I had to leave again. So I'm originally from the country of Belize, and on August 6th I had to return home. I hadn't been home in about 2 years. The last time that I was there, I was with one of my other best friends, just kind of like showing her my country and exploring and just having a good time. So it'd been 2 years since I had to return. I'm just gonna get like kind of personal in a way. I'm not gonna give all the details, but this is something that's very personal. And you know, I thought that it's something that I should share because I do see you guys as, you know, like my friends. So this is stuff that I have told my friends, so I'm definitely going to share it with you guys as well. But I'm just not going to go into too much details because, for one, I can't talk about it at this point, and two, it's just something I like to keep private. I haven't shared it with many people at all. So that's just something private, and once I tell you guys what it is, I know that you'll understand and respect why I'm choosing not to share like certain parts of this. On August 4th, which was a Friday, I was at work, just my normal, you know, going to work, nothing out of the norm, when I got a message from my mom. And her message was very like overwhelming. I was trying to just like be normal and not let it affect me, and just not think about the negative things or what the message really meant, but I couldn't. So, you know, my work family, they're pretty awesome. They were very understanding, and so they let me leave that day. Basically, what the message was saying was that my grandmother was at the hospital. She was in the ICU, and they weren't sure what's going to happen. So because I'm like so far away, they're all the way in Belize, I'm here in Florida, I don't know like up to the minute like what's happening. So I let my work family know. They were understanding, so I left and I went home to be with my mom because she was at home. And later on that day, we got the worst news that no one ever wants. So basically, they had said that my grandmother had passed away. Then as time started to go on, we got more news from like family there, because my mom, she has a bunch of brothers and sisters. So her family started messaging back saying, okay, you know, actually grandma's heartbeat is back. She's in ICU. She's breathing with the machine. Her temperature is kind of like up and down, but it's kind of going back to normal. At this point, we're becoming hopeful because we figured, okay, now that her body is kind of like reacting differently, going back to normal, we figured, okay, she might actually come out of this, and you know, she may live. So immediately I started looking for flights to get us there, and I found flights for Sunday because we needed at least one day to like just get everything together and figure out what we're gonna do, because we do have a cat, and just figure out everything before we leave. We couldn't just up and leave. So we made all the mirrors we need to for Saturday, got everything ready, and then Sunday we headed home. So our first flight left at 8:45 a.m. here in Orlando, and we had a connecting flight in Fort Lauderdale, and then our final destination to Belize. At this point, it was, past Saturday, we're into Sunday morning. We're still being hopeful because all the reports, they weren't completely positive, but they were kind of like a bit hopeful. So we were just staying hopeful and positive. We were praying. We had friends and other family praying that, Grandma would make it through and that this would be a great reunion and not something tragic. When we end up reaching to my grandmother's house, they confirmed what we feared the most, and that basically she didn't make it and they had to just pull the plug, basically. It's still kind of like hard to deal with. That's why I don't want to go into like details. So unfortunately, we didn't make it in time to go and see her at the hospital, which was, at least we wanted to be able to do that, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. And so we were just there with family, and a lot of people from all over the country came over, and there was people there helping with everything that needed to be done. So we were there for a total of 10 days. So we got there Sunday, and then that following Friday we had the wake, and then that following Saturday we had the actual funeral service. There were so many people there. It was crazy how much people was there. It was so unexpected. You wouldn't know exactly how many people care about you until you pass away. The amount of people that showed up was just amazing. We ended up staying there, like I said, 10 days. After the funeral, we're there for a couple more days, and then we headed back to Florida. So that was a lot to deal with, and so that's one of the main reasons why I haven't filmed the video, because it's just been a lot. So me and my family just needed our time to just come to the realization of what's actually happened. And honestly, at times I feel like it's not real. I feel like I can just go there and she'll be there when I get there, But yeah, that was a lot. So we came back, and then I was at work for about a week and 3 days, and then I had a cruise. My cruise had been booked since the end of April or early May. It was a girls trip, me and 3 other girls, and at this point I didn't really want to go because I just come back from going through all of that. And I didn't want to go, but everything was booked, it was paid for, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go and just maybe take my mind off of things and not think about this. So the trip ended up being really amazing. It was my very first cruise. We went to Cozumel, Mexico, and Havana, Cuba, which was super exciting. That was the main thing that sold us on this trip, was going to Cuba. So we were super excited about that. It was a 5-day cruise, and I'm actually going to have 2 travel vlogs because I wanted to have just one video for Mexico and one video for Cuba, because Cuba was absolutely amazing. So you're going to be seeing that video soon. I have the Cozumel one ready, and then after that I'll be posting the Cuba travel vlog. But that was really fun. I'm super excited to share those 2 vlog videos with you guys because it was so much fun. And then basically I came back, and I was back the weekend of Labor Day weekend. So Labor Day we were closed, so I didn't work, and then I worked for 4 days, and then we shut down again because Hurricane Irma came to Florida. So really it was just one thing after the other. Yeah, there were some fun things, but then there was just some really tragic times in my life. So Hurricane Irma hit, and we were off. We were prepping since Friday, Saturday, Sunday night was when it hit us, and then into Monday. So really late into Sunday night and early morning of Monday was when we really felt the effect of Irma. And then after that, it was recovering. Thank goodness we didn't lose any power. There wasn't any damage to our home. Everything turned out great. So if you guys watch the news, millions of people lost power. And let me tell you, the people around our community, the next neighborhood, they lost power. It's crazy, but we didn't even lose power in my neighborhood. So we were just thankful to God. We were praying, you know, that everything would be fine. But unfortunately, if you guys have seen, there's so much destruction here in Florida, in all the islands. It's just really tragic. And for quite a while we were concerned about my mom's youngest sister. She was in the Turks when it hit, and you know, that was a category 5 when it hit there. So we hadn't heard from her, and finally, like, it was later on last week, towards the end of the week, that we finally heard from her. So we're like, oh my gosh, like, thank you God, like, she's okay. So because we did not want to have to go through another death in the family. Like, that's just no fun. So for anyone who's lost someone, I really share my sympathies with you. I can really understand now what it means to lose someone, because I've never lose anyone before. This was the very first time I've ever lost someone like that close to me. So I definitely sympathize with you all, and I understand what you're going through. And if you're going through that at this moment, know that I'm praying for you. You know, I usually like to say my prayers just in general, just for, you know, people I know, people I don't know, like my YouTube friends, and just for our nation, for our world, really, because there's so much things happening. Now there's another hurricane coming, and it's just like, oh my goodness, like, what's happening? But yeah, that's really what's been happening. So I just want to give you guys an update, but I definitely want to get back to filming. I miss it so much. I miss you guys, and I do have videos coming up, so definitely stay on the lookout. And yeah, guys, so if you want to keep up with me, definitely follow me on Snapchat. It's under my name, Yonella Tech, or Instagram, it's MakeupByYonella. Yeah, just go ahead and check it out. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in today, and thanks for sticking around and being there with me as I go through all of this. But thanks so much, guys. I will see you next time.